Hello everyone, I'm Leonard Carbate. Welcome to my first horror movie review. The horror movie what we're reviewing today is Return to Silent Hill, and one of my guests today is Can't Play Snake.
Hi, Can't Play Snake here. I don't like the movie.
We both do not like the movie, so the only reason why I don't like the movie is because how it ended up. So I'm gonna
It's
give you
more like
all,
it was more like how it was produced, but it wasn't really well written
yeah.
for a modern Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, so two things. I'm gonna tell you why I hate it, and then
No, maybe just um I think just go over the like what they were trying to do with the story
yeah.
instead
So
of
so guys, this is the first time me and Kemp are doing this. So you guys get to hear us talk about the movie, see how we feel about it, and hopefully I can bring up a few images, so forth. So let's start with this. Where the horror movie begins, we did not know this at the time. Agree?
yes. We
So
did not.
basically, I didn't know what the prologue. So for one example, James was an artist in this version of it. And the way I see it, James was not an artist. And plus, in the original, he was a dick, basically, towards everyone in the original.
Which
Which can't we read her notes to you guys?
so basically we we all know that the OG James Sutherland was a office clerk in Silent Hill 2, which is a more of a retro version of him, let's just say, I'll call it a classic version.
Mm-hmm.
So from what the producer was trying to do was to modernize Silent Hill 2. So instead of James Sutherland being a office clerk, they made him into a painter. So basically, the beginning of Return to Silent Hill started off with James Sullivan portrayed as a painter and drives a fancy car,
Yeah,
which
and
he was smoking weed.
so,
How but I would say this, and you'll agree too.
mm-hmm.
The actor himself didn't really give a country vibe of being shown as a cowardly weak character in the scene.
Yeah,
We
agreed.
watched, like, he was more like a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, with James, like the OG one, I do agree. Like, I played the remake quite recently, like a year ago, I guess.
Mm.
Um, he was currently, but he was also trying to help everyone. Um, but at least you like the guy. With this one, I just was thinking every single time where he sees something, he like, So that is why I'm like, yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
so I'm gonna bring the story a bit more forward. That way we on course for the video. So remember where he was driving down and he almost hit. Yep, wanna say who he almost hit?
Mary Crane.
Mary Crane. So he almost hit her.
Which I will say this: they didn't really portray them as husband and wife, more as boyfriend and girlfriend. So they're not even married
Mm,
in a way, which is a problem. But like, I kind of get it if it's the modern
yeah.
way, but you know,
So sorry, Kim.
go on.
So basically, he almost hit her, but he parked his car. He didn't hit her or her clothes throw out. He was helping her get her clothes in, blah blah blah. So, the latch were broken, so on and so forth. She missed her bus. She hopped in the car. We did not know that was Silent Hill
Like
at the time.
I was.
Then,
Sorry, go.
sorry, then nothing telling us, first off, that this will pass and there was nothing after this scene what taught us this is the future. The movie is like future, past, which we will discuss a bit more in depth later on. So we saw Silent Hill before the fog. So Camp, your turn.
I would say the director that did try to modernize it sort of failed miserably for Silent Hill 2. Especially, I mean, I will say this, like, it was nice to know that they had a prologue about how James and Mary met, because in the game they don't really tell you anything about Mary. They only tell you a lot about James, but not his wife, like what her background, what did she do, like why did she get sick, like there. I don't know if there's probably like information about that. I'll probably might look into it, but from what I looked at, there's barely any info that we know about, basically.
So anyway, we going through
And
the rest of
yeah,
the game. I mean movie now.
and
So
I will say this though, the setting of the film, location wise,
yeah, that's why I gave
was
it the.
it's actually, yeah, it was a benefit of a doubt, because
Mm.
it was actually spot on, because the location was perfect and it wasn't that bad.
So basically, sorry, Cam, I'm gonna
Go
move
on.
along because I want this video to. Yep, guys. As I say, this is the first time we're doing this, so obviously you guys get to hear all this, and as time progresses, hopefully we will get better and better. So the movie go into the future now. He now in a bar, drinking. He doctor call him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically saying, James, are you okay? He drinking about Mary, so on and so forth. Then where the fight scene, I want to say, began, they instantly swap it to first person. I did not like that.
I didn't notice it because I was already losing interest in the movie.
Yeah, me and Kent will both agree this movie's so bad already.
Like, I'll say this, I don't watch horror movies as much as this guy over here. And I hate watching horror movies because they always look really bad and they're not that scary. And plus, we're Australian. Some of us don't get scared of movies unless it's really scary. You wanna know what actually scares all of us? A Huntsman. That's the scariest movie.
Not me, surprisingly.
Surprisingly, not you, but you know what I'm getting at.
Yep. So anyway, he got chucked out of the bar. Then there were he went home. Then there were a letter at the thing telling him that Mary's still alive, which that were in the original game. Telling him to go back to Silent Hill. So then
I think they cut back to the backstory again.
yeah, again. Sorry,
So-
Cam. The backstory won it.
I'll say that there was too many backstories during the film, which you will agree.
Yeah. So
Especially after a horrific part of the scene, it changes to a non-horror scene, which also kills off the meaning of being called a horror film.
sorry, Cam. I'm gonna cut in a little bit here. So basically, he went to Silent Hill again. Yeah, I remember correctly. Before the, no, they were. Let that go. He went to Silent Hill. Okay. It was pissing down raining, but in that scene, as he was parking, they swapped all of a sudden back to first person again. Then he got out of the car and did the famous scene from all the original Silent Hills, aka Silent Hill 2, where he in the bathroom. Then he walked down the steps, which that was amazing scene. Agreed?
Yeah.
Like that I have no problem with, so on and so forth. Then he will look around. He saw that big wall what went in Silent Hill 2 remake. Then he walk around. He noticed a radio were going off.
No, didn't he meet Angela first?
Oh yeah, he met Angela.
Dude,
Sorry,
you
my
fucking
bad. A little bit of
idiot.
spoilers. But anyway, he met Angela first, which were trying to protect all the graves, which Angela and Maria character are both the same person.
No, wrong. You, okay. No, Mary,
Mary.
Maria, and Angela.
Yeah, all three of them are the same character.
They're the same actress.
Same actress.
Dude, do your research.
But still, technically I want
I
it
mean,
wrong.
like, okay, let's be honest. I barely remember the movie right now because
Yeah.
it wasn't really capturing my interest. Okay?
So, guys, we watched the movie about a week ago, and we
forgot about it in like a day.
So
Or
for
more like an hour.
yeah, I literally immediately forgot about it. So one good thing I can say, what in this movie,
The character Angela
yeah,
sort of saved the movie a little bit, like to endure and tolerate, but the rest was flat. Just
yeah,
flat.
like the music, they use the old music as well, which that is a good thing, but so it wasn't enough. So now we go to the thing while we're talking about with the guy with the wall. So he met
I
Angela.
forgot
Now,
about the hobo guy.
yep.
But
So
I already forgot about him.
So James were walking towards the thing. Homeless guy come out and were crawling the. If you ever play the remake, you know the sound what the radio make. The hobo guy screamed James come back to him, and you just see him filled with basically acid sort of stuff. James grabbed the radio. No, he hit the thing first, made it fall back, and then he grabbed the radio, and then it was the whole entire CGI scene. Remember, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't really like this.
Like, I would say the CGI thing was okay. Like back then when Fox made the Fox Studios made the Marvel movies like Wolverine, X-Men, I guess Spider-Man is included, and
Yeah.
I watched Daredevil recently too. And like you can see some of them have really bad CGI, but you see like Spider-Man didn't really do that bad with
Yeah.
it. But when you notice the CGI for so long in the movie, you'll be like, it looks like shit.
Yeah, so
Basically.
basically, it was kind of like that. And for a movie what came out last year, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year you will expect it to be a bit more better and all that. So anyway, he got to the inside building. I forgot what building it was, but he made it inside. You heard a noise just before the jump scare, and it prepped you for it. And then you saw somebody dead, and then immediately backtrack. So the prologue again.
No, the backstory. So I'm gonna read this because I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember this. So during the backstories, either that Mary was in a questionable cult where it doesn't make sense at all, whereas in the game she's sick. The save checkpoint is part of her cult shrine, which is so weird. Every backstory is a sloppy mess that has barely recovered at all. Like, legit, it doesn't make any sense. And she sees that her family, the cult, is actually her family.
Yeah. So.
By the way, her father was running the cult. By the way.
Yeah.
By the way.
How do you know?
It said in the information like, oh, Mary's father was running the cult as she was
Okay. So anyway,
consumed.
it continues. So you saw that scene of her in the cult. Then you jump forward where you see him open the save point shrine.
Yeah.
Wait, no. No, this is the thing what me and you were talking about. Just below, so James were one floor below
Yeah,
it.
like
So basically, he couldn't see the light above him.
or
And
the
then
silhouette.
silhouette, and he climbed up. So on and so forth. Like, ugh.
Like, honestly, the only character that somewhat managed to help us was legitimately Angela.
Yeah.
Because I say the actress did well with Angela. Just like I would understand if they kept the same actress for Maria and Mary because James sees them as the same person. But Angela, I don't know what Angela has anything to do with Mary, basically. I sure you agree too.
Mm.
But I watched Clark play Silent Hill 2, and I have seen the classic as well. There's nothing linked between Mary and Laura. I mean, not Laura. Angela. And Angela is actually has a very sad story than Mary and Maria.
Mm. So fast forward a little bit. I'm gonna fast forward the story a little bit. So until he met, what her name again? Mary? May? May?
Who?
Wig.
I just said her name, Maria.
Maria. Okay. So he
Know
met.
your name.
So he met Maria, which meh, like person.
I mean, she wasn't that bad. It's just the wig.
Yeah, the rig
The
was
wig was
terrible.
really fake, bro.
So then, I haven't mentioned the little girl yet because I'm like,
Like,
she wasn't memorable for me in
Laura. Yeah, Laura was supposed to be memorable because she has a link with Mary. Like, the only reason Laura knows about Mary is because she was in the hospital, same hospital as Mary. That makes sense. But Angela and Mary, unless they were in the same hospital, but I don't know if they ever met.
Oh wait, I skipped one important part. Where he first met her. Remember the bars, fat guy, I forgot his name already.
You mean Eddie?
Yep, so Eddie.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. I'm little bit of spoiler alert for more in the video. All you
That
saw
is
Eddie, it once. That is it.
Yeah, like they didn't show much of Laura and Eddie. And I'm gonna admit, Eddie wasn't really memorable
You,
character in game and movie too.
but you see
But
why I'm like, because we didn't even see him die in the movie. So Eddie is still alive, Kim.
yeah.
Technically speaking. You know? Sorry, Kim.
Nice to know.
So, the reason why I cut over Kim, so my bad, guys, because Kim actually made notes. I am bouncing.
No, I didn't know. I literally have a review in front of me. The bad thing is, it's freaking 4 pages. That's how bad the movie is. It should be 1 page of a review, but no, it's 4 pages of crap.
Okay, Kim, continue from where I left off.
I'll be honest. I would want to know more about Laura and Eddie, but they kept them so short. Same thing with Angela. I was really disappointed because I know that Angela was more viewed in the game because they focus on her story.
Eddie were only in there for like 2 minutes. From where James find him in the toilet to where the bar thing happened.
Yeah.
And that is it.
Yeah, like even with Laura, it was only for a second. Like it's like it doesn't make any sense because you will want to see you're supposed to see Eddie, but like I said, Eddie isn't memorable in game or movie. I barely remember the guy in the game, let alone now in the movie too. Wow, keep the joke going. Why don't you?
Sorry, I'm gonna let that go on a little bit. So remember, James find him in the toilet. Okay? Then continue to find, Thingy, the little girl. So, anyway, he find the little girl that we don't know this at the time, Pyramid Head coming. Pyramid Head get there, behind James, which I will find a photo for you guys, and then start beating, first thing, Eddie throw James against the bars in a way, and then Pyramid Head were trying to get through there, which he did. James hid into a closet, because the spider looking monster thingy. You know,
I do think it has something to do with the two-legged
yeah,
enemy, but it didn't really look like it.
yeah, agreed. Like, I will find that image for you guys, which is only a movie source.
But I would say it probably would have been difficult to make that because you need someone to move it. You know,
Yeah.
to use it.
Maybe, but you still haven't watched the other Silent Hill movies.
I will say this. Yeah, I may not have watched it, but I know I've seen. It's why the reason why I'm avoiding Silent Hill right now because I'm trying to avoid watching the scene where Pyramid had sort of skinned somebody alive.
That in the first one.
Like I didn't see it yet. All I know is that you can hear the sound of it.
Mm.
That's
That is practical effects.
Hmm.
But anyway, beside the point. So Pyramid Head break through. He saw the spider monster. He kill it with James were inside. So you know that famous scene where Pyramid Head put that. Pyramid Head opened the closet and then James have a headache. And then everything got pushed back again. So
No, you naughty.
If,
No, I'm gonna put Carpet in his naughty corner.
oh, cool, naughty corner.
No, the scene with James hiding in the closet and Pyramid Head encountering him did show a very good significance.
Yeah.
Why? Because it showed a clear indication that the same person, full of rage, desires, hatred, and guilt. However, I was also questioning on how he saw the silhouette above the room he was
Yeah.
currently in before encountering Eddie. But you even saw me and my reaction to the creepers, like little bug.
Yeah.
Those did give me a chill down my spine, but it wasn't enough.
I forgot about the little bugs. They were at the hospital, right?
Yeah, no, the apartment.
Yeah. See, guys, this is why I'm saying it's such a bad movie. We're getting multiple timelines wrong, or at least I am. So
yeah, like there were a lot of scenes that was bad, and hey, how can that even work at all? Situation.
So this is why I'm saying they're going back and forth too much. Yes, do the prologue, and do all the prologue in roughly one go. Said back and forth, because this is why for one example with my disability I can't remember the movie correctly. Another example and another different movie I can use for this example is Friday Night at Freddy 2. That prologue.
Yeah.
I can remember that movie from back to front because they keep it as a one thing. But with this movie, I can't remember. So that's why I keep on making mistakes on the thing. And I can't remember anything except for the ending. So I can't.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They were in the James left. They were getting checked by the nurses. Where James get there. Thingy got stabbed.
By the nurses.
Yep.
That's okay.
And I'm talking the guy who looked like Thingy.
The guy?
Like, who, not guy, but you know who I'm preferring.
No, Maria.
Maria got stabbed, okay.
You're gonna have to cut this out, you know.
Yeah, I will cut out certain parts. But anyway, getting back to the point. So, Maria got
oh my god! Okay, just take 5 seconds.
Maria got stabbed. I feel like I should leave this all in. So, Maria got stabbed. James left her to look for a way out, or the little.
No, he was trying to find Mary.
Mary. The little girl come.
No, wait.
Yep.
You forgot one more thing. the scene with James, while Maria was following him injured, somehow used his mental summon.
No, not yet, not yet. This is before that part.
Oh.
Okay, listen, because this is when everything. So remember the mouth thing? The first
You
time.
were mixing it up.
Yeah, I know. So this is what I remember because I'm like, what the fuck?
No.
So let me continue, and then so remember where he left, and then he find the little girl again. Do you remember that part? Because that's where probably you were zoning out a little.
No, I don't remember it. I watched it. I don't remember it.
Okay, so he went out of the room, camp. Sorry, guys.
Oh wait, yes.
Yeah. So he went out of the room. He found the little girl. He chased the little girl into the room. The little girl locked the door behind him, and then his fucking thing went down his throat. A hand, and then he woke up. So then what ended up happening is he was in hospital, so on and so forth. He like, fuck you all in a way. And then that when the maze thing happened, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I remember that part because I'm like, eh. So, now we're up to the part where Kent was talking about.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about it now.
Okay.
No, because as I was trying to say before Cart decided to cut me off again, not since you need to go with story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, as Maria was trying to chase James in the maze, as like I said, injured, he somehow summoned a pyramid head to kill her.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, it doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't work. It's supposed to be a psychological horror and not, oh, I have psychological power upgrade. I can kill you with my JoJo summon shit.
Stan.
The JoJo Bazaar.
Yeah, call it Stan.
Yeah.
So, it literally like, ooh, I summon a blue eyes white dragon, basically. So anyway, she got stabbed in the back, and then it paired into Pyramid Head. The
No.
he had in a way, and then you just see James's eye.
Hmm.
So then,
Let me go back to James painting himself and go with the red mark of this is me. I'm Pyramid Head. Like that is, I would say that is a significant representation of what monster he is in Silent Hill.
and
then the story cuts into James and Mary in the hospital.
Yep. And then Mary, like, James was saying, sorry, Mary, like, you know what to do.
This is okay. I'll say this is where me a lot Clark plays a lot because it. How can a hand bath towel suffocate your partner? Like we even I was saying this I was even trying to like do like an example on Clark, like using like a cloth. I asked, can he still breathe? And he's like, yes. So
I was like, oh yes,
like,
I can smell that.
I even tried to peel it, and he said he couldn't breathe. It doesn't work. How can you kill someone with a hand bath towel? In the game, he killed her with a pillow, because that was more sufficient way of suffocating somebody. But a hand bath towel, that's a tiny claw. What is it gonna do?
But anyway, that will bring us back to James on the roof, I believe.
Yeah.
So he now on the roof. He see Mary. Mary turned into a a moth-looking, butterfly-looking thing.
No, more.
Moth.
More.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Kent. I did not know.
Yeah, I'll say this. I was a little. I mean, wouldn't be a bad thing.
We forgot someone important. We forgot about what her name again?
Angela.
Angela.
Yeah, but let's just go to Morph because.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about Angela.
So basically, I forgot one thing before that, but we will get back to that. So she turned into a moth.
Like, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
But-
And then
A moth?
yeah, then James come up to her. Then they like forgive each other, and then James were back in the real world. But let backtrack real quick to what happened with Angela.
We forgot about everything.
Yeah. So Angela will like, oh, blah blah blah.
This is where I'll say probably a warning.
Yeah, warning to
Like,
everyone.
hey, I was saying it.
Okay, you. Yes.
I got my Rudolph pen to hit you with.
Can't be adorable.
Anyways, warning to those who probably know about the story about Angela.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to hear about it, I would suggest to click off. Or probably skip this part if you want.
I will pull anything because I'm not gonna use this whole time video.
So basically, Jane come across Angela on the floor with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
That was the spot on point of the story. And then came across her again with Abstract Daddy.
Mm. And she
The
was,
room.
yeah, the room was there were a TV on from memory. She was under a blanket.
No, she was on the mattress, and then like James tried to save her.
But she go into the mattress.
Yeah. Then
And
the scene cuts into the room, which, like I said, it's not the new one, but it was the classic room,
yeah,
where you encounter Abstract Daddy that represent.
Yeah.
That represent her brother and her father doing unconsensual things to her.
And that's it now where I will tell you will expect this to be a full-on boss battle. Nope, it will like, come here, my child.
No.
Bas-
He was basically to Angela like, I'm sorry, then Thanos snapped her.
Basically.
But like it was I'll say it was probably difficult to make the Abstract Daddy how should I use prop or costume because Silent Hill enemies are probably hard to make, especially how distorted, broken, and messed up it is. Go on.
This where I will say this in where we watch Silent Hill 1 and 2 because you will see why I will say maybe, but also maybe not. But anyway, that is Angela's story done, basically. Now we're going to the ending of the movie. So James was in his car, basically. He walked to his car. Their body bag or his girlfriend. And then he like, basically the drowning ending. And the next minute we reverse back to where the movie began. And said that they're driving off to...
Oh, you could have just read from this because this was the story. Like over here.
Oh, I could have.
That's my bad. I guess I could have just gave you this instead. So yeah, as Carp said, he basically abducted his dead girlfriend.
Yep.
Got in the car, put her in the car,
And
we
don't know what ending it is.
So we got the drowning ending,
but we also...
or the Maria ending, or the whatever ending.
Yeah, we don't know what ending it is. So I'm gonna... Can't you do your rating, then I will do mine.
Not yet. But I would say though, The Pyramid Head was underwhelming. Like, disappointingly, you would think when you see him, you would feel completely scared and fear, or at least like some intimidation that he might do something. But no, it just got cut to becoming extremely less of a threat and completely lame. With that said, one of the nurses stabbing Maria was new and fresh. That was a new thing.
Yeah.
But extremely weird. Because it was just like uh, as soon as James was trying to block off the other nurses, he could actually easily see that nurse going past and just stab Maria.
Yeah.
That's
They were
how
like, oh, I forgot the kiss. Remember where she?
no, Maria kissed him.
Yeah, Maria kissed him. Um.
Mm.
But anyway, beside that point, Kent, what you're rating for the
I haven't
movie?
finished it.
Oh, you haven't finished?
Overall, this film didn't conceive as modernizing classic video game franchise and aspects of being worthy to be called a horror film. It's more towards a romance horror with less fear factor, basically. And like, if you look, if you want someone like me to watch a horror film or horror movie and want me to be interested in this genre, so that way there'll be enough funding for movies to not make it look like this crap.
Mm.
Like, I want to watch a good horror movie. Maybe I want to be traumatized for a week. This made me forget a week. This one made me forget the movie in a week. I struggled to make these notes while at work, writing them down, and I was trying to remember every scene. I could barely remember anything. And when Carl mentioned about the room with Laura and the bed monster like probing James' throat, I couldn't remember that. That was bad. So
Sorry, Kent, I will quickly pop into something. Remember, guys, we have not watched that movie in about a week. I have not done anything. Like, I keep the movie roughly in my head, and I'm like, no, not. It's still not the best movie I have watched. But, Kent, your verdict.
So my ratings for these, like I go by performance, acting, setting, story, characters design, and horror scale. And by the way, this is made by the Davis Films and I think Umbrella.
I think so.
Oh, maybe Albert Wesker is behind this again. But performance wise, if they kept Angela short, if they kept Angela a little longer, or maybe the antagonist or the side characters like that, like a little longer in the story. I know they probably didn't have the enough budget just to make it more interesting for the viewers, but it's a 5. The only reason why it's a 5 because Angela, like I said, Angela was like the only character that kept the movie going. Like, because especially the story was so on point. They used the classic version of Angela and not the new one, basically.
Yeah. So.
And by the way, Mary, on the other hand, was basically.
Yeah.
That's not. No, I didn't give them my rating. I just gave them the performance rating. The acting is 4.5. I don't even need to say more. It's, like what Rick Carpin said, James didn't seem like a cunt.
He wasn't.
And he's supposed to be a bit of an asshole and a coward. In this movie, he wasn't a coward. He just approached Atrick Daddy and he goes like, I'm sorry. He wasn't even scared of it! The setting of the Silent Hill movie, Return to Silent Hill, my bad, wrong movie, was an 8. Because besides the CGI, most of it was Like the location of Silent Hill was on point. Like even the setting of it, the rooms. The only problem was the was that backstory also set in Silent Hill?
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys find a cult for some weird dungeon. I
Yeah.
guess or sewage.
We forgot about the dungeon.
Forget it. We're already at this point. I can't really say anything about setting because it's a bit of a mess. Story is a 4 out of 10 because the backstory was so messy. It didn't make sense. It didn't work for Mary. It didn't even, even make sense at all. Whatsoever. Like, I don't know. Like, I never thought even Mary would be in a cult. I thought maybe, the lady from Silent Hill 3, yeah, but not her. Character design, 6 out of 10. Eddie was supposed to look like a cool kid, but they sort of like...
Yeah.
They made him look like a bomb.
What I should do when we're talking about this is put the game character in that side by side.
Yeah, you can do that.
So basically, for one example, right now, we'll put Eddie and other Eddie, James and the other James, so on and so forth.
Horror scale is a 3. Well, Card can probably say how often I got scared in this movie. Probably like, how often did I get scared in this?
Once, I believe.
Actually.
Twice. I believe it was once.
No, it was the creeper. When the hobo guy died and Pyramid Head. That's it. Oh, and that scene that James saw someone died in front of him.
Oh, you mean when
it.
that noise happened and all of a sudden he turned around and the person
Yeah.
died? Yeah,
That was I wanted to be scared. That's why I said. The one with Angela and Pyramid Head were underwhelming for me. And like they were meant to be a bit more intimidation because Angela's story was also supposed to be scary too. That's why her story is really sad because that's how messed up it is. It's supposed to be scary. Like I don't like make it the Angela story for God's sake. If it's gonna be Return to Silent Hill, make it about the side story about Angela. Maybe we want to know more about her story and why she had to deal with this shit by herself.
any other ratings or is this your overall?
So my overall for this, I can't even call it a horror film. It's a 5.
5 out of
10.
Yep.
Because, like I said, this is basically the shittest thing I ever had to watch. The worst movie I ever had to watch. Like I said to everybody before we got to this ending right now, I don't do horror movie because they're not scary enough.
Okay. You okay, Kim? I'm gonna talk it out. Will go with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so my rating, because I'm not gonna do a detail as that for this, because I will, by the end of the movie, Camp can agree with me, I will out of it.
Yeah, we were on our phones already. Like,
so
that, like,
here,
No.
I have notes on my phone.
Why we have videos? Like, I think about 20 minutes in, you're already on the...
Yay! Something for me to get rid of in editing.
Like, 20 minutes in, we're already on our phones.
Are you ready for this? So, good things. Put the music in. The walk into whatever.
Actually,
bad things. They chain the car. They make James a whatever. It doesn't look like Silent Hill in the 30 seconds, put in the first person for 30 seconds. They see the girl as well unnecessary in the scene, so basically the cutscene, so on and so forth. I have really nothing good to say about this movie, personally. So I'm gonna give this an honest rating. I give it a 0.5 out of 10 because I watched so many more horror movies and there's so many good ones out there compared to this one. Yeah.
Like, the only reason why I gave it a 5 because I literally look into depth into movies. Not as much as Clark did, but Clark watched more horror movies than I do. So take it for someone who, from both of us, he watched more horror movies. I don't. I watch something more different than he does, basically. And as I said, if you want to make a horror movie, please, if you're gonna base it off an inspiration of a video game, like, for the love of God, don't make it be like Resident Evil. That was a fail. This was a fail. If Silent Hill and Silent Hill Revelation, I don't know much about it, but I think Clark can say it that it was more better than the new one.
Yeah.
Today.
So basically, I'm not going to get into it deeply, but I feel like you will like them two more, personally.
Which one was better? The classic Silent Hill movies? Like, which one out of the two? Or the new one? I'm gonna ask you.
I think both of them, so the two...
But you have to pick one. Which one powers them all?
I think the first one.
Oh, we got one more thing. Mary Maria Angela Crane, by the way. That was the gravestone they left on there. That's what I forgot to say, and we forgot to mention. That Laura was like, do you remember your girlfriend's name? It says Maria? Mary Maria Angela Crane. I mean, all three characters... Fucking stupid.
But guys, let me know what you think of this video.
And what do you pick up with the movie?
Of the movie, personally...
You can give us some, of your opinions about it.
Also, let me know what you think of the video down in the comments. Down below, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to. And don't forget to check out Campblay's Snack channel. I will be linking all that down in the description. And finally, sorry again we were rambling on, but this is the first one. As obviously, as time go on, we're gonna get better and we're gonna be a bit more better doing this. But anyway, Kemp, is there anything what you want to say before the end of the video?
For anyone who's friends with people who watch horror, if you're being held hostage, please send help.
Okay, see ya all.